Hello, good morning. This is the supply and demand lesson I told you about. We're going to be learning through this week. This is the first lesson, and these are the notes that you're going to be learning one by one. So you may get somewhere to write and write them down. Supply and demand, those are the notes. I'm going to be giving them out through the lessons. So now I'm going to be dropping two lessons on the budget. Yeah. So yeah, let's dive into this. We're going to start with chart patterns as our first lesson today. Then we go with the next one as follows. Thank you for watching. Let's go in. Yeah, so we are going to continue with the on the charts to see what's a rally based rally, what's a drop based drop. As we have seen the notes we have written down. So we shall continue on this chart called USD JPY. You can see this chart is already trending. This currency is trending, so our main issue is to spot the rally based rally moves. We shall start with the rally based rally, then we follow with the others. Let's first spot the rally based rally. Yeah, we first spot them. Start from here. First a rally move, pull back, another rally movement. Let's say that is a rally based rally right there. The market moved up, then made a little pullback, then the market moved up again. I consider that a rally based rally movement. Yeah, in short form, a rally is the movement when the market moves upwards or market trends moving up. So I consider that as a rally, like this one here, from down here, say up to here. But then sometimes the rally is always it moves much. Okay, let's first pass through all these rally movements so you can understand what I mean. Yeah, so that this is another rally. Understand what is a rally. Yeah, I think that's it. So when we continue, after spotting those rally movements, so we shall continue to say what happens if you see rally based rally movement. Not all rallies are important like this one. This one is so long, so it will not help. So our main issue will be on these rallies which are like equal. Let me say market moved up and then pulled back, then it moved up again. Maybe the second one should be like taller, but not the first one. Yeah, I'll explain that also. So let's say from here, this first rally and the second one, they're not so much different sizes, like they are the same size. But if you check this one, because we can't consider this as a first rally, and this one, they are much way different in size. That's what I mean. So how to get the rally movements when they are like the same size. Hope you have understood that. Shall also remove this. Be clean. Shall remove this. Let's continue. Let me remove this also because it is useless right now. Just showing you there. So let's continue. So I spotted this one. So let's say this is our rally base rally. When you see a rally base rally, that will indicate that the market has made a movement up and it has made retracement, and we shall expect another movement, which is the second rally. So when you see such a movement, what you do is you wait for the market to drop from the second rally where the market made the second rally, to drop from the top, moving downwards to the base or the pullback that the market made while moving while running for the second rally. The market always makes zones behind, or it leaves order blocks behind, which are going to work as our base or demand zone. So after the market making a rally, base rally, you wait for it to move back to the zone, then you target it to the top upwards. Hope I'm clear. And yeah, so that is the first step in the market supply and demand. That's what you have to first learn. So let's go and look for other rally movements. Yeah, let me go look for others. Right now you are not seeing many. I'm not seeing many of them because this time frame, they're not showing very well, but I know right here there are a lot of them, but I'm not going to number the time frame. Let me just go back. There are even others, drop based drop, rally based drop, but mainly I want the rally based rally. Yeah, just say this big one. Okay, it moved from down, then dropped a little bit, then moved up again. That is a two rally movements. So after the market making a first rally, pull back, another rally, the market tried to retrace or to move back to the zone where it made the first where it started the first rally. That is the zone. The market moved back, so we shall consider this as a retracement back to the zone, then another movement to the top. Okay, in simple terms, okay, this is becoming a problem. Okay, so simple terms, this is always our zone made by this candle, which is called that candle is called the engulfing bar, bullish engulfing bar. If these candles are here disturbing you, I'm going to make also a video on them so that you understand them very well, or I'm going to explain them. I'm going to explain these candles after explaining the rally based rally, drop based drop, drop based rally, rally based rally. Okay, going to pass through all of them. So the first one is the rally based rally. We have spotted two moves, this and the recent one that we have left behind. Market moved up, then it made a pullback and moved up again. Yeah, so we shall consider that as a rally based rally. We are waiting for the market to move back to the zone where we shall execute a buy at the top. So that is the first step in supply and demand. There are a lot of confirmations right here. You not just see a rally based rally and you just buy. Okay, there should be some confirmations that you should follow. Yeah, if you see the recent video that I posted, you see that you see those confirmations, and I'm also going to show these confirmations this video. Yeah, let's look for another one like this, very best rally setup, so that we should be very confident and not confused. Just one, or let's find that on another currency. Yeah, try to find that on another currency so that you can understand it's not only on USD JPY. So this currency is showing me drop based drop setups. This is USD card. Okay, I'll come back for that just to explain the drop based drop setups. Actually, I'm looking for the base rally. They are right here, I think so. If I see an uptrend, that's where I'm looking for my what? They're not clear. I want something clear. Can see it on. Now here they are drop based rally setups. This is a NZD card. I'll come for that. Okay, it is here. Just found it here. We shall consider this as our first rally. Pull back, second rally. The market will retrace back to the zone. Then consider that as a rally based rally movement. We enlarge this so that you can see very well. Hope you are seeing that. The market made a rally to the top, then started to make a retracements. Sorry, pullback. The market made a rally, then a pullback, then another rally. So the market retraced back to where it started making a first rally. Yeah, let me first remove this so that you can see all the move. The move was well shown. You see this week came back, tapped into the zone. This is a bullish engulfing bar. I've said I'm going to explain that also in this video, so just keep watching. Yeah, I'm sharing this on free, so yeah, on free. If you have any questions, you can drop them down in the comment section, or I'll link my WhatsApp number there down, or my WhatsApp link, so that you can tap on it, and yeah, you can ask me any question if you have any last somewhere. So that's the drop based drop setups. Yeah, sorry, the rally based rally setups, or the start the rally based rally. So let's go back to USD card. I saw some setups on USD card because now we are going on drop based drop. So I saw some setups of drop based drop on USD card, so that's why I've come back here just to show you these setups. Okay, so you can see the market is dropping down, and that's why I'm looking for drop based drop. Actually, drop based drop means the market dropped, then dropped again. Rally means market moving up, then the opposite of rally is drop. The market will drop, so we shall call the first drop. Yes, there are a lot of drops here, so we're going to first look for the main ones. Let me just first mark all the drops that I'm seeing right now. Drop, pull back, drop. Yeah, let's first stop there. Then we get others from the top here. Drop, pull back, drop. That is also a drop. It's two drops. If you see me saying pull back, that is the end of the drop. This is a drop, pull back, another drop down here, down. This is just a retracement, not a pullback, retracement. Yeah, I hope you have understood. I don't want to make any of them. Don't make any of them. Yeah. So let's put my based drop setup so that you can understand very well what I'm meaning. Okay. So my first based drop will be this one. That there are many, but I'm going to put this one because I'm seeing it as the best one that made a good inflation. So the market made a drop, pull back, another drop down here, but I consider it stopping here. I will not count the wick. So the second drop started there. In the market, after dropping 2 times, it will retrace back to the zone. I'm just going to count that. First move this zone. Hope you have seen that. Drop, pull back, drop. So our zone is always in the pullback right here. So there's also another block, a good one. So that's our zone. Market tapped in it, as you can see, T like that. So the market started dropping down very hard. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So the main issue about drop based drop is just to spot a drop, pull back, another drop. You may ask yourself, how will you spot these drop based drop setups? You will spot them by going on markets which are already buying. Sorry, which are markets which are already selling, like this one. The market is already trending down. So the best way to spot this type of setups is by looking for markets which are trending down, and the best way to find rally setups is by looking for markets which are already trending up. Yeah, so let's continue. Yeah, okay, let's look for 2 more setups, based group setups. Basically I'm looking for those which made a good impression to me. There are many, but I'm looking. So this is a big move. You can see this is a drop, pullback drop. So in the big time frame, this might work as a drop based drop. but the second drop is so long, it's not equal than the first one, so should not consider that. So let's move on other currencies, see the way they were moving. Okay, on others, yeah, we have some setups here. This is NZD card, can see just right here, yeah, NZD cards. So we shall spot right away this movement drop. I've told you there are too many drops, but mainly you have to spot the best one that made a good impression. So this is one. I'm actually just looking for this one because it is almost equal. The first drop and the second drop are almost equal. That's why I'm looking for this one. Hope you understand, this box and this box, they are like equal. So I'm not going to look for best drop setups where the first drop is bigger than the second one. At least it should be like 3/4 of the first one, or like they might not be equal but not so different. Okay, so this is a drop based drop. So, and you should also look for them in downtrends. Okay, drop based drop setups, look for them in downtrends, yeah, to be on a good side. We're going to see also in the ranging markets what you should look for. Yeah. So we have seen a drop based drop, so we shall wait for this market to retrace back to the zone. After retracing back to the zone, we shall expect it to drop again, making another drop base drop. Are you seeing that? Mark this very well. From here, after the market retracing back, let me mark that very well. This is our base or our zone, supply zone. After the market coming back and tapping into the zone like that week, hope you are seeing that week. Let me end like this. You're seeing that week just there, two tapped into the sell setup, then the supply zone. So our stop loss on the wicks up here, that's where our stop loss is, and then the entry just down there. So the market, after tapping into our zone, which was a sniper entry, yeah, moved in profits right down, because our TP is always down here on the break of structure. Yeah, I'll explain that also. Why is our TP always here? Why is our stop loss always here? Why is our entry always here? I'm going to explain that. I said I'm going to make this video. I'm going to break it. Okay, I'm going to break the supply and demand strategy into 10 videos. So if you're seeing this one, just look for others that you get the explanation of everything. Okay, yeah, so let's move. After the market tapping into our zone, while moving to profits, the market made the first drop. I want you to look at this very well. With the first drop, then a pullback, then another drop, then a pullback, then another drop down here. So let me first move this so that you don't get confused. So remove this. Let me try to come back a little bit. We are going to consider this as our first drop. Okay, let me first remove these boxes. This might confuse you. You might ask yourself, what is this that you're seeing? That is another confirmation which I'm not going to talk about. These boxes are too many and you keep seeing them in other videos. So yeah, so our first drop will be this from here to here. We shall not consider this as our first drop because this drop is not equal to this drop. Hope you understand. So this is going to be our first drop. So we're just actually seeing all they are equal. Okay, this is our second one. I think this one is a little bit taller, maybe equal with this one, but our main issue is to know if they are not so much different. Okay, so let me remove this also. We are going slowly because I need you to understand this very well. Okay, this is the first drop. This is the pullback. Another drop down. So the market made a drop based drop just like that. So we shall expect the market to move back to the zone. Our zone will be this doji candlestick. I've said I'm going to explain doji candlesticks also, or the zone, the candles that we should find in our zone in order to call that as a order block or a supply zone or demand zone. I'm going to explain that also in the same video. Just keep watching. So that is a drop based drop. Our zone is always here, supply zone. So the market retraced back a little many times because there were some order blocks and other confirmations which might have tampered in the retracement back to zone, like this one tapped into the market tapped into this. I call it resistance. ICT they call it it's the bullish breaker, is it? I think so. So that's what they call it. Me, I call it resistance to the top. So that when the market is coming back, it will resist to this line which was here. So it came resist, then let me put back the line just to confirm your understanding. So this line rejected this market the first time. Market came back down, came back again, rejected it. Remember, it's not tapping into the zone. The market should tap into the zone before moving back down. That's why it was trying many times up to when it came back finally and tapped into the zone, moved down to it like this. Okay, hope you understanding very well right now. So let's move to the second or the third drop. Let's look for another drop based drop setup and we move on another chart pattern. Okay, let's look for another one. Let's look for it on another currency. This is NZD USD. No, because it is in an uptrend, so that one will not work for us. Uptrends won't work for us. Mainly I want downtrends, even this one is an uptrend. But let me just go behind just to keep time, so that I'm seeing a little bit some groups right here, but let's just move where this was not good currency. This one is showing rally based rally setups. Even this one is under I think most of them are in uptrends. We just move on another but I wanted just to show you one more drop based drop setup so you can understand this and you never forget. Okay, let me just look for this one. It's not a good one, but let me go for it. Drop boxes here. First move them. I told you these boxes mean way more much bigger things. I'm not going to talk about them right now. It will be another video, like I think the 50 video, and it will be a great one. Just be there and watch it and do all the stuff. So we are here. I'm going to count this as my first drop from here to here. This is my retracement, and this is my second drop. So the market, this is my base, and there. So this is a drop, base, drop. Okay. Just spotting a drop, base, drop. We shall expect this market to retrace back into the zone as it did for the first time. Tapped into the zone, then started retracing. I started moving in profits, then it came back to tap into the zone the second time and moved down for the second time. Okay. Yep. So that is another drop based drop setup. So let's move to another setup. So let's look back and let's look for ranging markets, because they are the most in showing us these type of setups, which are called rally based drop based rally. So as we already in a downtrend on this chart, let's just look through the first setup, which is the rally based drop setup. So actually this one is already showing us a rally for the first time. Then the second one shows us a drop. Then when the market is back into the top of these two, and we shall consider that as our entry. So what spot this for the first time? Want to spot this? Let's go this from here to here up. Let me just put it here. This is our first rally. So this is the drop. This is the drop. So when the market retraces back to this, to the top here, this is going to be our rally base drop. Hope you're understanding that. Okay, it's going to be our rally base drop. Our zone will be up here. Let me just put this a little bit down, and I draw that zone very well. going to be our zone. Yup. Market came back, tapped into that zone, then started selling. Yeah, this is not a good one, so that's not going to be much on it, because the market, this first rally had some drops into it. So I want a good one that made the rally base drop. This here. I'm not going to remove this. Just let me just show you this one also a little bit rally. So for the rally base drop, it doesn't matter if the rally is not equal with the drop. Yeah, as it actually matter most is to find the Dutch rally base drop setup. So this is my first rally. For the second setup, at the top here is what I call the order broke. Then the market made another drop, so we shall consider that as our order broke that we need for the market to tap in. Okay, yeah, hope you are understanding this in the best way. Let's continue. So that is the rally base drop setup. The second one, I did that by marking this as my first rally, and then this my second drop. So without wasting time, let's move on other and our third setup, so that you can understand this very well. Then we move on others. Okay, the drop base rally, but first finish this rally base drop. Let's move on other currencies so they can understand this. We need a rally base drop, then the market comes back, taps into the drop, then that's what we need. We're going to look for that, or maybe let me look for that in live markets. I'm not sure it's there, but let me just try to find that. But if you're watching this, if you check back, it might have moved in profits as you wish. So we are seeing this as a drop base rally, but mostly interested in a rally base drop. And also this is and looks like an uptrend, because we have a break of structure here. So, and actually in uptrends we don't consider to find their supply setups. It's not good for uptrends to find their supply setups. Yeah, totally not good. Okay, so I'm not going to consider that. Let me just move on others, trying to find the same thing. I'm looking for a rally base drop in a downtrend. So let's look for downtrends. Rally base drop. This is a live market. So I'm seeing this as a rally base, and this is a drop. So whenever this market wants to stop dropping, or we first just First move this. If this market has made a rally, then it is making a drop. This drop is not complete yet until this market starts retracing, but whenever it's going to stop, it will have to retrace back into this base and make that a good setup supply. So our zone is always up here. Yeah, so while this market is retracing back, this will be our zone. Okay, this is Euro USD. So if you are checking for this setup, if it has worked, check for Euro USD. Okay, yeah, this is a live market. So actually the market yeah, let's move to others. So we are looking actually for a drop base rally setup. We have a good one just at the top of the market right now, and it's live drop base rally. Yeah, so the market will retrace back into the base as you see. Then after retracing back to the base, it will move on the upside. If you go back to the chart patterns of a strategy called what is it called, support and resistance, in their strategy we shall see that this is a W that will be made. This is a good W. If you have ever learned a strategy called support and resistance, this is one of their confirmations for the buy. So also this is going to be as our buy, because the market has made a good demand zone right here down. Inside bar is already made right below there. Okay, market is making movement down and a drop base rally, then is moving down, tap back into the zone, then after it moves up. Our stop loss just below down there, entry just above there, so you can just buy it right now. But as I speak, by the time I'll have posted this video, the market will have already moved. So don't consider buying Euro AUD, no. Okay, you just check on this currency if it has moved in the right way, as I think so. Okay, so we shall spot others drop based rally. Okay, that's the main issue. Shall spot drop based rally. This would have made a good drop based rally, but it's not a good one. Let's look for others. Drop based rally, where are you? This is looking like a good one, but yeah, it is. I don't know why it was looking like a good one, but it is a good one. Yeah, enlarge very well so that you can see it very well. This is a drop. This is the base down here. This is the base. So this is the rally. So the market will move back into the base, and then it will make an impulse movement to the top right there. Okay, sorry for this. Yeah, so that is our drop base drop setup. Sorry, drop base rally setup. Our zone will be right which candle? I'm seeing a doji right here. This one to the first, and then to the week is the stop loss. Yeah. Okay. Hope I'm good. Okay. So let's continue. Let's continue. That is a group based rally setup. So okay, let's look for one more setup like this, then we yeah, we say we're done for this video. So then we look for others. One more setup, rally, drop base rally. Okay. It is right here, not so far away. Drop base, this is the base down here where the drop stopped, then this is the rally, then the market will retrace back into this base down here. After retracing back, the market will move will make an impulse movement. Doesn't matter what it will do into the move while moving up, but it will make an impulse movement until it goes up here. So to make this simpler, we want to put this long position, bring it here. This is going to be our entry point, and just down the zone. Stop loss is always here down below, then TP. Just stay on the wick, on the break of structure. That's where our TP is always. Let's say this is where the market tapped into the zone. There. So our stop loss and TP, the market moved well, came back. Let me show you. This is our zone. Yeah. So the market making a drop, base, drop. This is the base down here, or a demand zone. So after market making the base, to make another rally movement to the top. After making the rally movement, the market will retrace back to the zone, tapping to this demand zone. So moving to the upside like that. Okay, so we're done for today. This is a video, 15-minute video. Yeah. It's okay if you give me a subscribe. Yeah. It will be really great. We have passed through this together, and we shall pass through another video together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.